there's been really very widespread reaction from a pretty clumsy statement put out by the Prime Minister, who is spending the weekend in Washington, D.C. following his meeting with President Trump. He said he would, quote, take action so that the images that we saw today would not become a central point of discussion. Nobody really seems to understand what it means. The opposition leader then attacked the Prime Minister, saying, if you plan on taking action, why didn't you take action before? And then much, much worse and more heartbreaking, the parents of hostages being held in Gaza, comparing the images, the pictures of the faces, the physiques and the emaciated faces of the hostages we saw released today to Holocaust survivors, really demanding in public, here at Hostages Square and on almost every Israeli media, demanding that the timeline for this ceasefire agreement be sped up, that all the hostages be released immediately. It's important to remember that the agreement which Israel signed onto has the young men, the soldiers, sent by their country to serve, because these are conscripts, not yet scheduled to be released at all. They're going to be released, if at all, in a theoretical phase two of this plan, which Prime Minister Netanyahu has refused to say publicly he will abide by, and which he appears to be making a mockery of by sending a very low-level team with no authority to negotiate on phase two to the discussions in Doha. So we're seeing here in Israel right now a real eruption. It reminds me a little bit of what we saw in Israel on September the 1st, after news that 6 hostages had been taken out and executed in Gaza, forced Netanyahu to scramble, when at that time as well, public opinion threatened to really turn on him harshly.